if you'd like to come and say a few words about your relationship with Bill and his life, then please come and do that.
My name is George Monroe. I've known Bill since I was about 15. The yarn I'm going to tell is the trip to Salt Spring Island to see a 40 Ford Coupe. Now, Bill had heard that there was a 40 Ford Coupe on Salt Spring Island in the wrecking yard. So it seemed like a logical thing to go and see it. So Bill had his bike and my bike was junk, so Brian lent me his bike. And we started riding up to Salt Spring Island. I think it was a Saturday. I'm not really sure on that anymore, but we got partway up the Pat Bay Highway and I looked at the tires on the bikes and it didn't look too good. So Bill knew where a friend of his father's lived. So we peeled into his driveway and Bill knocked on the door and the fella came out and looked at us and looked at the bikes and had a laugh and came out with 2 rolls of electrical tape and taped all these tires together. And we started cycling again. Now this is back in the days when the Pat Bay Highway is a 2-lane road. So it's a tough cycle. You go on the road, it's not a good place to be. So you're in the gravel. We got to Salt Spring Island, that was straight gravel. I figured we put 12 hours into that. Roughly 5 3/4 going over there, 5 3/4 coming back, and about 20 minutes looking at the 44 in the rain. It was a good day. I always remember riding back because it was pouring rain and it was getting dark. That way it was, it was treacherous then. Anyhow, about 3 years later, we did the same trip with the 60 Plymouth guy. That time we did 5 hours looking at stuff on Salt Spring Island, some old cars, the top of Mount Maxwell, and less time cycling. Didn't want to see a bike again for a long time after that, but thanks to Bill and Brian, I made it. And one time me and Brian and Bill, we went up to Sioux River Salvage to look at something. Now that's back in the days when you had to watch hitting Sioux River Salvage. That you just don't like walking into a backwoods place. Well, we made it out alive, so we'll consider that one a good trip too. Anyhow, thanks very much. And those are a couple of my memories of Bill. And he did a lot with cars. He had a lot of fun. He was a really nice guy, and he managed to have a heck of a sense of humor, which was hanging around with me and Marty, and that a sense of humor was kind of mandatory. One, I will say, with Marty, we did do a fair bit of riding around in Marty's 53 Chev. Marty just told me it did have a Claxton horn. I knew I had a thrush muffler. There was usually one guy under the dash. It had a beautiful PA. And I can remember one fellow under the dash making comments that some cars on the road, convertibles were good. And the rest of us keeping a dead straight face and looking innocent. But, what do you, hey, you're 16. You're not supposed to be smart. Nice talking.
That was well done.
Anyone else like to come and share a memory?
My name is Francois. I have a ministry here on Vancouver Island, all over the place, and I'm based in Duncan. Just a few thoughts concerning Bill. I have known Bill only for about 5 years, I would say. And in this very congregation here, not congregation, but church building, I undertook about 4 years ago, 5, the life of the Messiah from a Jewish perspective, which is a very lengthy class that lasts for about 2.5 years following the school year. Bill and Tanis were there from beginning to the end of it. They've missed a few for traveling purposes and so on. And just to share with you that having not known Bill for that long, what stands out in my mind is Bill's seriousness concerning the Word of God. When I finished here, the class. I restarted the class in Duncan. I always keep going. First thing I heard from you, Tanis and Bill, we want to do it again. The Life of Christ sing class. Terry, a friend of mine, came with them. Same quietness with quiet men, loving men, same enthusiasm. Carried away by the Gospel's account and so on. This aspect will stand out. I didn't know all the stories. I saw his little car, the blue car, one time at the Wheat Cowichan in the track, the new track. He invited me, I went. Sure glad I did. What am I going to miss also from Bill is the cheese. He bought me cheese in a special store. And do you know what? I still have some in my fridge. He gave me a piece actually a few days before he went. So I'm going to miss that cheese, that is. I'm going to have to find out again where he bought it. But what stood out in my mind from Bill and Tanis, the thirst for the word. Priceless. Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, that's all right, Mary. You do it from there. Just speak loudly.
They came to Ladysmith, and through the years, he has been such a good support for me. I always said he was like a brother to me, but my son said, no, I think he was more like a son to you. And I really appreciate all that Tanis and Bill has done for me, too, especially since my husband passed on. And when I phoned Tanis that morning, and she told me he was sick, and he was, it was the end of life. I just could not believe it, and I just fell apart. But Tanis, I really love you, and I really appreciate what they have done for me.
Thank you, Mary. Well, thank you, friends, for sharing, and we'll ask Ralph to come down and share the Word of God with us.